I don't know if this hits like this. Oh! So, after 100 games of Lucy, we have finished at 55 wins to 45 losses. A 55% win rate. I feel like before talking about Lucy, I should talk about the rank system which got implemented with her. It's also my first character I've done placements with, so I figured it would be a good time to start talking about this now. Essentially, the rank system is a mimic of Street Fighter 6's system. Different point ranges to get everywhere, and you get different amounts for winning. For example, in the Street Fighter system, the top end was actually at like 25,000 LP. In Guilty Gear, they've gone for 45,000 LP. However, gains in Street Fighter were largely like plus 55, plus 60, plus 65. And losses were around like 40 to 45. For Guilty Gear, you have gains that are typically plus 110 or plus 90. And then losses seem to be hovering more around the minus 70. I've seen some minus 90s, but I'm not too sure what determines that. I don't know if it's round count or streaks or stuff like that. So for Lucy, I ended up placing into Gold 3, which was 18,000 RP, and I finished at 22,000 RP, which is in the middle of Platinum. This also means that with about a 55% win rate, over 100 games, we've climbed about 4,000 RP, which seems like a pretty steady trajectory. I know one of the main complaints right now is just the length of the grind. It usually takes about a 2 to 3 hour window for a lot of people to go from one division to another. So going from like Diamond 1 to Diamond 2 usually seems to be taking people about 2 to 3 hours right now. But at least there is a steady climb, and it looks like they do have you moving up regularly. I know I'm still on a positive win rate, but I believe even on a slightly negative win rate, you would also be going up. Like if you're at 48%, like around there, you should also be going up. So, Lucy herself, the first guest character added into the Guilty Gear series from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Very fun character, speedy character, which I tend to like, and just seems really solid right now. It's too early to get like real power impressions, but my gut feeling says she's going to be like mid-high tier. She's going to place decently well around where people were probably holding Unica after she had released, which feels good. It feels like a good spot for a character to release it. Lucy as a character is very fast and has very decent range on her buttons. It feels like she wants to weave in and out of pressure, and then using her longer pokes, namely her far slash or her 2S, she's able to catch people whiffing or trying to run out of her range, and then she gets her combo. Speaking of her combo game, I want to touch on this because I think that it's pretty important. Learning Lucy combos is, at first, really straightforward. You usually do like 2S, 2S, or 2SS, 2H mono wire into either super or resetting, and that's like the basis for her basic combo, is like going into move into charge mono wire to get your debuff on them. But there's so many little iterations and stuff that change based on situation. Like the opening hits you get once you have applied shortener circuit change combo scaling and gravity scaling pretty drastically, and for me this is a really fun part of the character. Her initial combo structure being really easy to pick up, I think is great, because if the goal is to use a guest character to bring people in, you want to make it feel like they're able to pick up and play her really quickly, which I think is pretty easy to do right away. And then as you explore a little bit deeper and deeper, you realize all these little changes are there for you to sink your teeth into, and it makes it really fun to explore the character. So Lucy using her speed and long-reaching pokes means she plays more of like a hit-and-run style until she can apply her debuff on you. This is the short nerve circuit. This is used after Charge Monowire, which is 214H. So this applies the debuff, and then your next Monowire hit move. So this is primarily your slashes and your heavy slash, and most of your special moves. I think the only exception for special moves is the gun. Does not count as a Monowire hit. Will give you extra hit stun, and this will also allow for new combo starters if you're using it as like a reset, if you end a combo with Monowire and then go for reset. Or you can also have it where it'll apply mid-combo and allow new routing. So a pretty common one I was practicing was Close Slash, 6H, Charge Monowire, and then you were able to get 2 SS after the pop-up from the Charge Monowire. And it would give you a little bit of additional hit stun on that first 2S that connected. It makes it a little bit easier. So it's stuff like that that is really cool about Lucy. One other thing to mention that I think is really cool is her Quick Hack Super. I know this is going to be all over the place and in regards to what people think about it balance-wise, but it is a very cool super to implement with a lot of different options. I think a lot of people have started just doing contagion only or like triple contagion because there's a lot of damage available if you do that. But the other options I think are all not only viable, but they should be explored further down the line, especially matchup particular stuff. I think it's going to become more important. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops further, and seeing what like balance regards stuff there are to it. So some downsides about Lucy: the combo routing, like I mentioned before, it can sometimes be hard to adjust on the fly when you have the opponent in and out of short nerve circuit or in and out of your quick hack stuff, and not necessarily not knowing that the guaranteed counter hit is coming up, but making sure that you plan for it. There's a lot of little on-the-fly routing changes that could come across as meticulous, having to practice each one. She is also a low health character. High speed, low health, I believe 4th lowest in the game. I think she's above Chip, Milia, and Sato, but still quite low on the HP side of things. So you will tend to get blown up, especially against some of the heavier hitting characters. I know I've played a number of Slayers in ranked mode now, and just still dying to them constantly. As it goes. I think one of the things with her long-range buttons is that they are slow. Her Far Slash has like a 13 frame startup. I find myself even still getting blown up for picking my spacings pretty poorly, and just having people swing into me and hit me out of, especially Far Slash startup. I think that's at the top of my notes right now, is that I need to do less Far Slash and more 2S because it's a little bit faster. It's like 2 frames faster, and is probably a little bit more safe for just trying to catch people off guard. And I think the big thing that people might end up finding a little frustrating is her pressure is kind of hard to end safely. Even going into like the quick attack, it's still -6. There's ways to beat it. I've definitely seen more and more counterplay. The flip kick was catching a lot of people off guard initially, but now it needs to be something that's more woven into the game plan. People are getting larger counter hits off of it and stuff, so finding ways to end pressure safely has been kind of difficult. A lot of times it seems that I need to end in a quick hack, but that once again requires meter, so it'd be the same as, you know, having unsafe pressure that you ended in RC, just with a little bit more upside. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Lucy. I'm actually pretty excited to keep playing her. I wanted to keep grinding ranked. I haven't done any of my other character placements yet. I'll probably be doing them eventually, but my goal for right now is just to keep grinding ranked with Lucy and seeing how far I can take her. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know if the format for these videos should change at all now that we have the ranked mode. I went over a couple different ideas in my head when it came out, like, do I include the placement matches, which I ended up doing, or do I, like, you know, do the placement matches outside of it and then do the 100 games afterwards so we can track ranked growth a little bit better. But I think doing it this way is still going to be the way to go. Yeah, those are my impressions on not only Lucy, I guess, but also the ranked mode. I've been having a ton of fun with it. So let me know what you guys think about Lucy and the new ranked update below. And enjoy the matches, guys. Peace. It looks like it worked, yeah. Okay, he can punish that with 2S. Good to know. I was trying to far slash, like, a lot. I tried to throw. I went for it. Oh! I didn't do, like, a regular combo. How's Lucy? Very fun. That killed too? Oh yeah, the throws do more damage now because of how the risk change works.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, it didn't reach? No throw! This is so close. It didn't reach! I'm so sad. Alright. We take those? It was a close 2-0 though. Oh, that caught me swinging. Oh, man. My button. Hey. All right.